The Incredible Biology Channel. It presents How to Care for a Bird. Birds are extremely social by nature and thrive on company, nurturing, and frequent interaction. Many species of birds make fun, engaging pets. If you're considering bird ownership, the care requirements include providing good housing, nutritious food, and keeping an eye on the bird's health. You'll also need to provide plenty of enrichment and interaction to keep your pet bird happy and alert. Thanks for Part 1. Housing a bird. 1. Purchase a large cage for housing the bird. Birds thrive in large cages, so opt for the largest cage that your housing space can accommodate. A general rule of thumb is that the width of the cage should be at least twice the wingspan of your bird. For some birds, being able to fly short distances within the cage may be an important part of ensuring it has a healthy living space. Some other fairly standard requirements include: the cage bars should not be too small. The bird's talons might get caught on or in them if the bar wires or lengths are too small. Equally, the bars should not be so large that the head of the bird could get trapped or the bird could squeeze through and escape. The bigger the space in the cage, the better. Although bird cages that are bigger tend to be harder to clean and are more expensive, if you are not in the house often or don't have time to take the bird out for exercise, space in their cage is critical. Small cages can lead to behavior problems.
2. Choose a rectangular cage for your bird. Circle cages are bad for the bird. There is hardly any space for the bird and no corners to feel safe in. Moreover, the circle tends to cause the bird to twist its head. The bird can develop behavioral problems from the constant turning and turning. Do not buy guillotine-style doors since they are easier for the bird to escape from.
3. Ensure that the space is more than adequate if housing more than one bird. Never house more than one bird in a small cage. Birds need space to retreat, forage, fly and be apart from other birds, so the more birds being kept, the larger the cage must be. Aviaries, large cages that are akin to small sheds, are more appropriate for keeping several birds at the same time. If keeping different species of birds, you'll need to be sure that the animals are compatible when placed together.
4. Ensure that placement of the cage is somewhere warm and comfortable. Cages should be kept indoors and in a room with frequent traffic. Birds are social animals and will become unhappy if isolated in a room. Also, remember that you'll be cleaning out the cage frequently, so hang it somewhere that you can access easily. Birds in hanging cages can often be transported outdoors to hang under a porch or similar place for daytime fresh air. Always remember to bring the bird back in before cool evening breezes and night air arrive. The location of the bird's cage will also be affected by the bird's personality. While a very social bird might love being the center of attention and seeing constant human traffic, a more nervous bird might be happier kept somewhere quieter and away from hustle and bustle, but still being able to interact with the family. Nervous birds may do better in the corner of a room or in an area with the back of their cage partially covered. Avoid placing a cage in front of a window permanently. The bird will be on the constant lookout for enemies, which can cause it to feel nervous. Putting a cage against a wall can give the bird a break from worrying about predators.
5. Place some old magazines papers on the bottom of the cage. This makes cleaning much easier, and the papers can be disposed of with ease, then fresh ones placed straight down for the next day's use. Keep a supply of papers hand, junk mail and old newspapers also work well. If you prefer a more traditional method of lining your bird's cage for waste removal, line the bottom of the cage with wood chips, kitty litter, or sand.
Gostou, amigão? Deixa seu gostei e ativa o sininho preto para não perder nenhum vídeo do canal. Até o outro vídeo. Valeu!